Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jimmy, and in today's video we will take a look at all of these different updates that are being thrown at us from all of these different directions, from applications to the November security patch to even more. There's a ton of updates for not only just the Samsung Galaxy devices, but also the watches. So we'll take a look today in the Galaxy Store because we have new features that are coming out for the Reminder application for Samsung Calendar, as well as the Personal Data Intelligence. And this one right here is pretty important because it allows for a lot of AI stuff inside of our keyboard for the suggested of applications, stuff that's a part of our Now brief. Also, all of those generative AI edit features, generative edit of those wallpapers that you can set up. So we'll take a look at these three applications. We'll also take a look at the Samsung mobile security page because this month of November is going to be pretty important because there's something down here that I haven't seen in a long time, and that is coming from the Samsung side of things with the semiconductor patch, where we have 5 of them that are high. Now, normally with monthly updates, you will see either 1 or 2 or none sitting right here, but here we are with 5 of them that are high. So we'll take a look at a few things from the firmware side of things. We'll take a look at other updates as well. And then this one is crazy on how many application updates were pushed out, not only for Samsung phones, but also for Wear OS. Now, a lot of this is going to be for your watch. And you can see all of these have been pushed out today on November 17th. Now, if I keep scrolling down, you can just see all of this. Again, all of this is, updated from the 17th. There's a lot that is going on with updates for watches. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see an update for our Galaxy watches as well as our phones within the coming days, because there's a lot going on here. Now, these ones is coming out and being updated from yesterday, which was November 16th. And again, all of this is for Wear OS. Take a look at all of this. So if you own a Galaxy watch, be on the lookout for some updates. So the first thing that I wanted to cover in today's video is going to be all of these APKs, is to let you know that there's a ton of updates coming to your watch as well as the Galaxy phone. So we already took a look at the first couple pages. And what I can do is I can place this link below the video inside the description if you'd like to take a look at everything, because these are all of the latest updates from Samsung specifically. So we took a look at this. Now, the next thing I want to take a look at is going to be these applications that are a part of the Galaxy Store that's bringing new features. Now, what is interesting again is that this one was posted on November 17th, and I wasn't able to see it until today on both of these devices. Now, if you take a look at this one, and when they originally pushed it out was back on the 11th. So it took 6 days for it to actually hit everything to show up onto the phone. Now, I left this one over here where I didn't update these applications, but I did update it on my Galaxy S25 Ultra over here because I want to just do a comparison. So it says right over here, for the Personal Data Intelligence, they are able to provide a selfie card via Nano Banana. So that means if you go inside of your Now brief, so here is the Now brief, and then you head down over into Settings, when you go to Content to Include, this should be able to be added in. Now, I took a look this morning. It wasn't there until now. Here's that Nano Banana image creation. Now, after I updated my Now brief and I first took a look at this down over here, that Nano Banana thingy, it was not there until right now. So some of these features, once you update them, you might not see them show up right away or have them work right away, but they will. And maybe I have to download an application. I don't know. I'll play with this, but just letting you guys know that there's a brand new feature that is now bringing in a selfie card to the Now brief. Now, let's take a look at Samsung Calendar. So now you're able to view your calendar on larger screens to easily check your schedule. On the Create Schedule screen, you can now add a reminder. And then on the calendar, you can adjust the reminder's date. And then in the Quick Input window, commonly used inputs are now recommended. So let's say that we go inside of the calendar. Now, if I wanted to add something in, it said something about adding in a reminder. Now, I don't know where that would really kind of go. I don't know if it's maybe after the event has been added, but it made it sound like when you are creating something, you can add in the reminder, unless if they're talking about this up there. But I have already had that reminder tab. So when it comes down to the calendar, I don't know, maybe there's a few features we're waiting for it to come out, or maybe it was already added in. Let's talk about on the calendar, I can adjust my reminders date. So this is something I never really played with personally before when it comes down to like my reminders. So with this one, I can always change the time. I can actually do it, like 1 hour from now. If I wanted to, I can change the date right over here, but I just have this one that pops up every day anyways. So I don't know, maybe this one is brand new from this little update right there, but that is some of the brand new features when it comes down to the calendar. And then when it comes down to Reminder, the Reminder app has been redesigned with an easy to navigate layout to show the to-do list and search function more conveniently. The Try These Out section offers users helpful templates to get started. And then the Add Reminder screen has been redesigned. So let's take a look at Reminder as well. Again, this morning when I updated this so I can, create this video, I didn't really see a big difference between my two phones. You can see here that I didn't update it just yet. Let's say we go inside of Samsung, then we go inside of Reminder. Now, it looks to me that all of this, looks the exact same. I don't really see any differences. Underneath the whole, try these out, they are the exact same ones. So I think that we might not see these updates until our phones get updated with the November update, or they're just going to slowly show up. So it's really just kind of getting all of these phones ready with the latest updates of these applications. So when the features are ready to be pushed out, once they're pushed out, you already have the latest version. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far or you have learned something new, please consider subscribing. It is free to do. Also, like the video, leave a comment, and share this. It really helps push this video into a better algorithm so it can reach more people and benefit them as well. And it also helps support my channel. And now moving on to an important section of this video, which is the upcoming November update from Samsung. Now, we'll take a look at the information for the firmware update for November, and we'll also take a look at other updates as well. Now, this one is going to be very important, and who knows, it's probably going to be bigger than normal. Usually, monthly updates are 300, 400 megabytes. This one's probably going to be larger because I'm going to share with you here in just a second why. Now, on the very top up over here, this is all of the updates from Google. 2 of them are critical, and then you have 23 that are high. And then 2 of them are not applicable to Samsung devices, so it goes to the other Androids. Now, this is where it gets interesting again for the month of November and why it's probably going to be a larger update than normal. Now, when you take a look at this one, you have the Samsung semiconductor patch. So these are Samsung maintenance features from the semiconductor working in conjunction with Google, and there's 5 that are high. Normally, there's either 0, 1, or 2, and I can show you that here in just a second. This is where you can also read a little bit more information about the semiconductor, updates. Here's what they're talking about of what was being fixed. You can see some of them are medium, and then also some of them that are high. Now, as we scroll down, this is where you have all of these Samsung vulnerabilities that's been fixed. So these are the SVEs. And there was 9 Samsung vulnerabilities and exposures that were fixed. And then down here, there's only a few of them that are listed. So we have, one that's working for the fingerprint, another one for USB connection mode, which that one sounds pretty important. A couple of these ones right here, these are for codecs. And I don't really know exactly 100%, specifically what those ones are for. But these other 2 ones right there were pretty important. Now, if you remember, I showed you that there was 5 of them sitting here underneath high for Samsung semiconductor. So how about we scroll down really quick and let's just take a look at October, right? Now, when we scroll down, you'll see that there is none. So there's nothing right here for semiconductor. Now let's head over into September. When it comes down to September, there was only 1 of them for the semiconductor. Now, if we go back a month, there was 0. And if we go back 1 more month, there was 2. So again, very important because there is actually 5 of them for the month of November dealing with semiconductor. And then here is your other updates. When it comes down to the other updates, that has something going on with permissions with Samsung account. There's a validation one for Samsung email. Here's one for a secret key for Samsung Smart Switch. You have another one for validation for Samsung members. And that is it for the other outside of firmware. So there's a lot of stuff that is going on with this November update. Again, I think it'll be a little bit larger than normal, and who knows, I could be wrong. But it just kind of seems interesting to me that there's 5 that are listed as high underneath semiconductor, when normally, as I shared, was 0, 1, or 2. So that is how you're able to see that this November update is pretty important and also interesting because there's so many updates being pushed out everywhere. First off, when it comes down over into your Samsung Galaxy Store, just head inside of your Galaxy Store, hit on menu, and then you go to update. So you can see that I've already updated all my stuff here on this phone because we want to take a look at these updates over here for all of these applications from Reminder, Samsung Calendar, and the Personal Data Intelligence. If you don't know what any of these are, you can tap on it, scroll down and take a look at the description. You can see that this one's pretty important for your Samsung keyboard, your Samsung messages, settings, gallery, now brief, modes and routines, app recommendations, and more. So there is a lot going on with these updates sitting right there inside the Galaxy Store. Also, we took a look at the Samsung mobile security page, which we just finished on. And then lastly, we also took a look at APKMirror. Again, I can place this link below the video inside the description. It's all the updates that is being pushed out by Samsung. You see a ton of them for the Wear OS, which is your Galaxy wearable, your Galaxy Watch. So a lot of updates coming for your watch coming soon, and then some of these sprinkled in through your other Samsung Galaxy devices. Again, all of this was Wear OS. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see an update for a Galaxy Watch very soon, and probably a pretty big one, because it looks like all the applications got some type of an update. But hopefully you guys have appreciated this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Subscribe at the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.